Day, and they'll be lying to you. But we're not going to lie to you about great food, and great food is what we find at the Butterball Turkey Talk Line because they help you prepare that turkey perfectly. And we have an expert with us, Ronnie McDaniel. Hi, Ronnie.
Hi, how are
I'm
you?
doing well. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. Excited about this season.
Oh, well, I'm always excited about turkey.
Oh, yes.
Always. I love turkey. I am a turkey guy. I'll eat turkey any day, any time, any season. But we all know Thanksgiving has always been synonymous with turkeys, but there really is no bad time to have turkey, is there?
I agree with you on that. I absolutely agree.
So here,
Summer, you can grill them, and, fall, of course, Thanksgiving, you have that traditional roasted turkey. So, yes.
hmm so let's not, well, first off, let's just get to the basics about turkey. And I know a lot of people have turkey for Thanksgiving, whether it be the full turkey or, as Butterball does have, just turkey breast or something of that nature, where if you don't have a lot of people, you may not want that whole turkey, correct?
Correct. We have both bone-in and boneless breast, and easy to prepare. You can actually, for those who have not thawed their turkey, you
hmm
can cook the turkey breast from frozen.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's an option. We're down to the last few days, and people are probably, a little worried, a little concerned that their turkey isn't thawed. Um, it's fine to just go ahead and thaw it in tap water at this point in your kitchen sink, breast side down, in the
hmm
unopened wrapper. And for example, an 18-pound turkey takes about 9 hours to thaw in cold tap water, and you still have it in time,
Still,
for Thanksgiving
still,
Thursday.
and still have a great meal waiting for you Thursday. So, what's the rule of thumb on the poundage of the turkey? How many people would say a 10 pound or 12 pound turkey feed on the average?
On the average, we recommend for generous servings a pound. If you're planning to have leftovers, or you want to send some leftovers home with your guests, it's about a pound and a half per person. So your average 10 to 12 pound turkey can feed up to 12 people with a pound per person, or you can go with 9 people with that same turkey.
Or 6 people if you really like
Six,
to
six.
send home leftovers, because
Really?
isn't that the whole point of Thanksgiving is to have leftovers? I mean, I enjoy leftover turkey almost as much as I enjoy it. Of course, you can't replace the smell coming right out of that oven or right out of that roaster, but boy, I'll tell you what, though, nothing better than leftover turkey, right?
Exactly, especially with the recipes that are available at butterball.com. So many to choose from your chili to your casseroles to even just a spin on turkey sandwiches,
Right.
Just, so many options there for leftover turkey.
You were telling me about a turkey chili. Would you explain that to our listeners, please?
Oh, yes. Our white turkey chili is using your leftover roasted turkey, and you're using white beans,
Mm-hmm.
and it has chili peppers in it. It's sort of spicy. It's very flavorful. So many rich flavors and seasonings in the white turkey chili. Um,
And I was talking to you about a turkey pot pie I had made a few years back on leftovers, and talk about tasty. It's
was
amazing.
it? Yeah.
Well, you have leftover peas and you have leftover carrots. Why not put it all together and make a pot pie, right?
Oh, yes, yes, with your gravy, and
hmm
yeah, that sounds great.
See, you're getting hungry.
Or even a shepherd's pie version of that, where you replace your crust with the mashed potatoes.
You know what? We're just coming up with new recipes right here on the air. We
There's
should
a
just
thought.
probably get the IT department in there, start recording this. But you know
Start
what?
recording that.
But one of the neat things about Thanksgiving is that there are some people that have tried different varieties of turkey, and I'm always about something different. I know a lot of us are traditional, love that turkey coming out of the oven, that smell. But there are other ways. We've seen deep fried turkeys get kind of a big run here a few years back, but now I'm seeing more people using rotisserie and even grilling turkeys. Do you see guys see that as a trend coming up?
Yes, I do. Sometimes people may lose their power during the season, and they have a charcoal grill
hmm
outside where they can go and still have that holiday season. have that turkey prepared safely. It can be a bit more work than your traditional oven roasted turkey, but oh my goodness, the flavor is great on a grilled turkey. Um,
And one of the things that I wanted to ask about is because I know our family used to have a restaurant, and we used to use brine on our turkeys. Just keep that skin nice and supple and such a great flavor. Of course, you have to have a lot of attention sometimes when you're doing the brining. But do you see brining coming back? Because I think a lot of people forgot how to do it, or I didn't hear too much about it for quite some time. Do you see that coming back into vogue a little bit now, Ronnie?
Funny you should ask. We get several calls on brining the turkey, and brining is one way to impart more flavor, a different flavor into your turkey. For example, there's a brown sugar brined turkey on our website, and it gives it that sweet, savory flavor. You may want to use citrus in your brine to give it more of a citrusy flavor for your turkey. That's the good thing about brining the turkey. It imparts the flavor throughout the turkey. So it's not just the skin or the first, layer of the turkey meat. It really penetrates throughout the entire turkey.
Gives it a little different zing sometimes, doesn't it?
Yes, yes.
And that is something that if you're looking for something a little bit different than just a traditional, go on to the Butterball.com website, and it tells you exactly how to do it. Matter of fact, I think there's even a video on your website, Ronnie, about how to brine.
You are correct. There are several how-to videos at Butterball.com. How to carve your turkey, how to thaw your turkey, even the traditional how to roast your turkey. Several options for those visual learners. Butterball has always been, forthcoming and giving and meeting the needs of the home cook and during this holiday season. And one of those methods is through visual learning. And that's what those videos are all about.
But for us old-fashioned guys, there's also a step-by-step procedure that's written right out there for you on the Butterball.com website, isn't there?
Yeah, there sure is. We have our cooks have the option of even sending us a chat or email, and that information can be sent right back to them.
Very good.
At 1-844-877-3456, they can text and get the information.
Wow. And it's just a way of communication today, but it allows people, if they're right in the middle of cooking something, a text is pretty easy to send rather than trying to go find a website, right?
That could be the case. It sure could.
Yeah, especially when there's 15 people in the kitchen. You're trying not to show you might not know how to do this.
We get that a lot. We get that a lot.
Trying to disguise my ignorance.
We don't want others to know. We just can't. We need that extra help. How about that?
Yeah,
and that's fine. We're here for that. We're here to provide comfort, and it's a stressful time, and we're here to help, relieve some of that stress by, guiding the cook and letting them know, you're doing fine. This is how you can get that outcome you're looking for, or the overall goal that you're trying to experience for your holiday meal. We're here to help with that.
And you guys do put a lot of people at ease because they're getting all tensed up and worried about their bird and everything else. And one simple phone call or going online, it really makes it pretty easy, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And the turkey, the Butterball turkey, is the easiest part of the meal. It's so easy. Once you've thawed your turkey, go ahead. Prep it, and you can season it how you want. That's, your preference. But once you get the turkey in the oven, you're just, letting it roast until it comes to the safe temperature, and using your thermometer to make sure you understand that safe temperature. So it's really just the easiest part of your meal.
Well, while I have you on the phone, I want to talk a little bit about stuffing, because a lot of people still have questions about stuffing. It seems like every year, and even if they find out one year, the next year somebody else will tell them something different. But stuffing inside a bird, I don't think there's any better flavor, but you just don't want to load raw stuffing into a turkey, do you?
Well, no, you do want your stuffing to be uncooked and raw, and you want it to be cool. So some people will have, they'll dice their vegetables, their onions, their
Right.
celery, and some people even put sausage or meat in their stuffing. You want to make sure that stuffing has cooled down
Right.
before you place it into the turkey. And it's safe to do so. You just need to make sure the stuffing reaches the 165 temperature. And it will take, more time for
Sure.
your bird to cook stuffed rather than unstuffed.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. You know it's worth it. I know it's worth it. It's
Yeah.
worth it. It's definitely worth
Yes.
it. But we all know that there's still store-bought stuffing, and people can do that if they're not comfortable in putting it inside their turkey, and that's fine too. But boy, if you can, just the flavor of the turkey gets into the stuffing, and it has a whole different flavor.
Yes. Yes.
Sounds like you're getting hungry.
I think so.
No problem. But there are some different types of stuffing recipes that are actually on Butterball.com too. It's not just all about turkey. It's about those accessories that you can enhance your meal, correct?
Exactly. Stuffing, side dishes, exactly. They're all there at butterball.com. Oyster stuffing, of course, your traditional sage stuffing, right there available for you.
Right, and a lot of people are getting into more berries and things of that nature, which, I never thought about being part of stuffing, but I can see how that might be incorporated in a new stuffing, and it sounds kind of appetizing.
Yeah, it is. It's the savory and sweet. We like that, right?
Absolutely. That sounds like me, savory and
Yeah.
sweet, right?
Does sound like you. You're right.
So one of the things, as you mentioned here just a few moments ago, is about safety. There is safety in still cooking your bird. First off, you want to make sure that your work area obviously is clean and sanitized before you get started, but you want to make sure you do cook your bird properly, don't you?
Yes, you do. Yes. You mentioned the work area being clean. Practice good safety procedures. Wash your hands often when you're dealing with a raw turkey product and ready to eat. And you always want to separate your ready to eat from your raw cooking or raw turkey. And make sure you cook those foods to the proper temperatures. We follow the 4 T's here. Make sure the turkey is thawed.
Right.
That ensures an even cooking time when you are roasting your turkey or frying your turkey or grilling your turkey. You do want to make sure it's thawed completely. And then, again, we need to mention the thermometer. Can't emphasize that enough. We have a few days. When you're out picking up your last-minute items, remember to grab a thermometer. Now, once your turkey is done cooking, you want to make sure that you have cut it down in pieces and placed it in separate containers so that it cools quickly, and eat those leftovers. And do that within 2 hours of cooking.
Right.
And then once you have these leftovers, you want to go ahead and consume those within 3 days. Now, you may say, I don't want to eat turkey, which I don't know how that's possible, but you may want to give yourself a little time, And if you do, you can freeze it for a couple of months.
Well, you got Christmas coming up, Ronnie. You got Christmas coming up. You're going to have turkey at Christmas, right?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yes, we have turkey at Christmas.
I mean, that's one of the staples at Christmas. I always thought you got to have turkey, ham, turkey, the whole gambit. But it's one of the things that sometimes is a misconception that turkey's only at Thanksgiving. No, you can have turkey. We talked about it right off the bat. Any month of the year, any season is fine for turkey. I want to tell you, there's no better meal than a turkey meal. None. I don't care if it's the middle of summer.
With stuffing, you are exactly yes.
And we're going to include Ronnie stuffing. You betcha, no doubt about that. But we do want to remind people about the safety. Like you're right. If you're going to have leftovers, you definitely want to put those containers in the refrigerator. Fairly shortly after you eat. You don't want to leave that turkey out all day and all night for people to pick on. You can almost see the bacteria growing on it, right?
That is yes.
Yeah.
That's opportunity for foodborne bacteria to develop on your turkey, and no one wants to be sick, not from food-related illness or any other illness during the holiday season. And this is one we can really control. So we need to be, due diligence and make sure we're, cooking that turkey to the proper temperature, putting away those leftovers within a 2-hour window. And if they are stored in your regular refrigerator, you want to consume those within 3 days.
Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about the Butterball hotline, because a lot of people think, well, come Thanksgiving, you guys are finished, and that is not the case. You guys will be there many days in December all the way up to Christmas, won't you?
Yes, we are here through December 24th to help with cooking throughout November and December. And we are here, of course, Thanksgiving Day. That's our biggest day right there. And our hours are 8 to 6, starting the Friday after Thanksgiving through Christmas. The weekend before Christmas, we're there from 8 to 2.
Well, very good. And we really do appreciate all the great work that you guys do in helping people get over maybe a panic situation, because it truly is. If somebody's never cooked a turkey before, and the first thing out, is it done? Number one. Number two, have I cooked it right? Did I do this right? Before you even put it in the oven, you definitely want to contact the Butterball hotline if you have questions. Don't make a mistake. Just get the right answers right off the bat, and you're going to end up with a beautiful turkey for your Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, or 4th of July meal.
Yes, yes. And, a lot of people, they believe you need to baste the turkey, and that can cause, some problems with the cook time and the approximate roasting time. There's no need to baste the turkey. The cooks, their reasons is, okay, it will make my turkey more tender and juicy. The turkey remains tender and juicy by not overcooking the turkey and using a thermometer to test for doneness. So, we want to remind them of that as well. No need to baste. Let your thermometer tell you when the turkey's ready to be removed from the oven.
Your Butterball turkey will be tender. I mean, that's the best turkey out there. And if you cook it the way it's supposed to be cooked, and even if you might even overcook it a little bit, it's not going to be bad. There's no bad Butterball turkey that I've ever tasted. It's always good. But I do want to thank you for being with us, Roni. And I want you to give that number again and let people know to call the Butterball hotline if they have questions. And don't be afraid to call them. These people are nice. You see, we're having a good time. That's what it's all about, having a great time for your holiday meal, and they know that, and they want to work with you to make it the best it could possibly be. So could you get that number again, please?
Absolutely. It's 1-800-BUTTERBALL. If you need to text, it's 844-877-3456. And don't forget, you can always email or chat at butterball.com.
Thank you so much. Roni McDaniel, our special expert today on turkeys. And Roni, we hope you and yours have a very happy Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday coming up.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you so much for being with us today, and we hope you have a great rest of the day as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roni. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Mm-hmm. Here at KSMO Radio, our annual turkey hotline. We always have fun with our friends at Butterball, and we want to thank them again for being with us on this Tuesday morning. And here at KSMO Radio, if you have any questions, again, get in touch with your friends at Butterball. The easiest way to do it is just to go online, butterball.com. You can call 630-955-3005. That's a Butterball hotline. You can call them at that number or the 800 number or any other numbers on the website, and they'll be more than happy to work with you, talk with you. And if you've not been to the butterball.com website, I highly recommend it. There's great recipes. There's instructional videos. There's step-by-step instructions, however you want to cook your bird. They've got you covered. All here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Thanks again for being with us on 1340 AM and 95.7, online at KSMORadio.com and on KSMO Radio Facebook stream page.